Hi Happy Planners, it's Kim here from Memories in Time. Today I am in my Hello Today bullet journal and I am super excited to be using this. I have a place marked here. As you guys, if you follow me, you've heard me say that I'm going to be traveling for work this coming week in San Diego, and I had not yet used this fabulous bullet journal. I am going to break it in for this San Diego trip, and I want it to sort of be a bullet journal slash memory planner slash travel journal. And so pretty much and I'm going to work on this with me while I'm there, so hopefully this will turn out really cute. So I've pulled the stencils for the bullet journal. I may or may not use them, I'm not sure. I have pulled the journaling accessory pack because I do know one thing I want to do is I do want to use these weather trackers to track the weather while I'm in San Diego. Of course, I had to pull fun florals because, you know, I just have to have florals on everything. I pulled the travel because there may be some bits and pieces in here that I want to add for in my traveler's notebook journal. And then I pulled the journaling pack, and so I really have an idea somewhat of how I want this to look. I'm traveling on Sunday, and so I want four different places to document on here. And since I am traveling on Sunday and it is Easter, I do want a place to document whatever I end up doing for Easter dinner once I am in San Diego. We will be there. We will be arriving by 11 a.m. Pacific time, so we will be able to go out and have Easter dinner somewhere. So I want to document that. I want to have a place to document whatever sightseeing we're doing for that day. I want a place to document the registration for the conference and then the weather. So pretty much I think the way I'm going to do this is each page for the week is going to have 4 different places to document things. And again, this is my first attempt at bullet journaling, so we'll see how it goes. But the thing that I love about it is it doesn't have to conform to anybody else's idea of what bullet journaling is. And with the way that the Happy Planner is made, you can personalize it and create it any way you want. And so my goal for this is just to make it work for my needs this week while I'm gone. So here we go. First, I'm going to pull out one sheet, and I'm just going to set this notebook aside. And I'm just going to check my frame here and make sure that I'm in frame good. I did pull out my flares, my huge collection of flares. I do want this to be colorful. I don't want it to just be black and white. I do want it to be colorful. And I'm going to cheat. I want a circle. I don't have any large circles, and so I have this glass that sits on my desk that I keep things in, and I'm going to use that as a circle. And so hopefully it will not be horrible. Again, I did pull my stencils, and I've used quite a bit of the bigger, like I used a bunch of the hearts. I've used some of the circles. There's the big boxes. I probably will use the big boxes. The hexagons, I can't recall. I know I was thinking we had hexagons in here. Maybe I have used hexagons. Were there hexagons in here? Yes, there were. And look, cha-ching, they're gone. All but one. So, again, I do not have any rhyme or reason going here. I do want to look at the big banners. And I will mix in some gold, I believe. I think I don't know that I'm actually going to use a big banner to say San Diego. I may just use alphabet and put in San Diego at the top. So I think what I'm going to do to start out, I want to look at florals. That way it will sort of give me an idea of what pins I want to use. Those would be cute on this very first page, because obviously I'm not going to have enough florals for every single page to look the same. And obviously I will need to make a second purchase of this Fun Florals book. I think I will go with those for the first page. And so I'm just going to leave that open. So I know I will be good to use a lilac pen. And I will be good to use that shade. And a pink. And I need a green. I think that shade probably will work better. Maybe. I'm just going to have to test this out. Oh no, that's too teal. I think that green will be fine. Okay, so that's going to be the shades I use. Get my pens out of the way. Okay, now, again, this is my first attempt at bullet journaling, so here we go. And I think I want this one to be, I'm trying to think of what flower I'm going to put up here. Do I have a sort of peachy color? I do have a peachy color. And here's the thing about this, is if I end up not liking what I'm doing, as long as there's no stickers down, this is just a sheet of paper and I'm good. So I'm going to start, because I want a circle, and again, this came from my desk, so I apologize for, so I'm going to trace this glass to create my circle. Ooh, I like that. I love that coral color. And then, do I want to put down a box or do I want to create a box? So I'm looking back at my cheat sticky notes here. I'm having, this is going to be Easter dinner. And then I'm going to have a place down here for sightseeing. So let's go ahead and drop in another. And let's have this one be blue. I am loving these colors. Loving these colors already. And so with my circles for balance, then I will know about my square, my rectangles. I'm going to do a rectangle, not a square, a rectangle. And I think I want this one to be purple. And you guys know my obsession with being perfect and things being crooked, so I need to realize that this may not be perfectly straight, and I need to tell myself before I commit to ink on the paper that it's okay and I can live with it if it is not. So here goes. And then I'm just going to connect love that purple. Don't really like that, but that's okay. I can work with it. And then I need, I think for here, I'm going to do this size box. So I've used, I think I want to use green because if I try to pull the pink, it's going to be too close to that coral color. I just learned something. You want to trace on the outside of the box and not the inside because that inside right there moved. So, but I can put a floral right there. When you trace on the inside of the box here, it moves. So when you're using these stencils, trace on the outside. And this is, again, my first attempt at this, so I'm learning. But I will stick a floral right there. Nobody will know. So I'm really liking how that has turned out so far. And so I'm going to just move those out of the way. I'm going to come back here. I'm going to put in this will be sightseeing. Let's put this one back. And that way you won't know that the flower was cut off. Oh, that is crooked. Is it crooked? It's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna like freak out about it. Let's do, I don't want to do the blue. Let's do this color. How bright is that? Ooh, that's very bright. Is that the same color? Oh yeah, I've got two of the same shade. Huh. So let's do the green. So that will be sightseeing, and this will be Easter dinner. So I think I'm going to Easter. And I'm going to try to do better about getting this one. Easter dinner. It's hard to tell that says Easter. And then this is going to be, I think I'm going to break this up into two different, I think this is going to be hotel and then registration. I think is how I'm going to do this. Hotel and registration. And I think I'll do pink and blue. And I think that might be registration. And I like just my handwriting better than I do trying to do lettering. So I think that, and I know that took a while took a long while, but I think I like that for my first bullet journal. So this is Sunday, April 21st, when I arrive in San Diego, 2019, Easter dinner, and I'll just document there. Weather tracker for Sunday, whatever I sightsee. This will be the registration for the conference and just some notes about the hotel. And that is, I know I'm not supposed to allow myself to be bothered by some crooked stickers because I'm trying to overcome being a perfectionist, but yeah, they're crooked. That looks better. Okay. So, what do you think? What do you think? If you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm sorry it took so long, but I'm working my way through this process. Again, I challenged myself to pull this bullet journal out. I really like the glass that I used for the circle. I like that. I like these stickers. The floral stickers are very much like the Easter feel. I really wish I had moved the tracker on over a little, but like I said, I'm learning. I feel pretty happy with it. So give me a thumbs up. And if you are new here, thank you so much for joining me on this wild journey of mine. If you are returning, thank you so much for choosing to come back and see this wild journey of mine. Thanks, guys, and happy planning.